and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to discuss,
Motion.
so,
The first one is order, first action is an order spreading on the minutes.
okay, yeah.
Notice of emergency.
Need a motion, spread on the minutes.
Second.
Motion second, discussion, all in favor? All right,
And just so we get something on the record, we've read the statute of allowing emergency meetings, and this meeting is for the purpose of securing insurance for property damage, against property damage with storm threats coming and weather fronts. We believe that qualifies as an emergency because the policy would have expired on Thursday. The board didn't take action today.
Okay.
So that qualifies in our opinion as an emergency, whole emergency meeting with 3 hours notice, which was more than 3 hours.
okay, so do I need a motion to discuss?
No, that's just for the record. You already voted to
Okay,
spread on the minutes, the notice.
all right, so,
So now the next action would be the order approving Harrison County's membership in the Coast Gov Pro, and this is a nonprofit corporation for related purposes.
all right, I need a motion.
Now,
Motion.
Okay.
Yeah, let me go ahead for the record and say what this order provides. It's an order approving membership of Harrison County and Coast Gov Pro, which is going to be the insurance pool of Harrison County and other governmental entities. And it's going to be an order appointing primary representative to serve on behalf of Harrison County on the Coast Gov Pro board, and appointing an alternative representative to serve on behalf of Harrison County Coast Gov Pro, and adopting the bylaws of Coast Gov Pro, adopting the policy and procedures of Coast Gov Pro, approving the binding of coverage from Coast Gov Pro, approving the form of the policy associated with coverage through Gov Coast. It's hard to say coast, Gov Coast. Coast Gov Pro, and it's also approving a memorandum of understanding, which is being drafted, subject to board attorney's review and approval by the representative of Coast Gov Pro.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Do we need someone to?
Yes, so we've got Ms. Simpson's here, and she can explain to the board the various items that we've mentioned.
Coast Gov Pro is a mouthful, so that stands for Coast Government Property. My name is Cameron Simpson. I work with Frank Bordeaux at Gallagher, and we have spent the last year, 2 years on this labor of love. So it is effective tomorrow. It's very exciting. And Tim walked you all through the 5 things that we need today. So that's going to be approval of membership, which I believe y'all have already done. Approval of the bylaws, approval of the policies and procedures, approval of your memorandum, which Tim has a copy of, that just lays out everything for this year's program. So your renewal TIV, broken down by building, contents, BI, other property. It has your renewal premium, put it on there. It has just a couple other little things. So y'all will get a chance to look at that. I've got a side-by-side here that I'll let y'all pass around. This includes all of your expiring sublimits, your premium. It has also got your statement of values attached. So at the end of this, I will need one of you to sign that statement of values, just confirming that those numbers look right. But into the fun things. So your expiring premium, straight to the fun part, was $1.9 million roughly. Your renewal premium is 1.7. So to be exact, it's $1,732,844 for a premium savings of $171,752.51. So let's start with questions. I'll let y'all review that for just a second.
So this is for the lower 6 counties, correct?
That's correct.
And is everyone participating?
There are 12 entities participating. So we originally had 13.
Okay.
The only one that is not participating is the City of Diamond Head, and that's just for the fact that the program outgrew their TIV.
Okay, so in the lower 3 counties, you have all 3 of the counties, or is it?
We do.
And then what municipality?
Well, not Jackson County, so it's just Harrison County, Hancock County.
Harrison, Hancock, and all the
Yeah.
municipalities are participating as well?
That's correct.
I did ask this question because it was a other county entities, for instance, Harrison County Utility Authority, which is not part of this at this moment, because they were not part of the Gallagher, their insurance is separate. They will be and can be added as a member at a later date.
Okay.
That's right, so I'll explain that in a little bit more depth. So there are 12 entities joining this year. That is Gallagher controlled business. Frank Bordeaux is the agent on all of that business and has been for years and years and years, going back to many before him at our agency. So this year in the formation of this program, we included just Gallagher controlled business, but the long-term goal of Coast Gov Pro is to include multiple municipalities, not just controlled by Gallagher. So,
And, I guess my next question is, right now, we're seeing $100,000 and something, $200,000 savings on this. But as this grows and there's more government entities, will that make us see a larger savings?
that's the goal. So right now we have one 375 million tower. So
Okay.
there's a shared limit of $375 million across all 12 entities. Going forward, and just depending on the market, that number may fluctuate through the years, but we'll build more towers.
Okay.
So that is the long-term goal. The whole idea of this program is to provide premium savings to our public entities.
And just the process here, so they'll understand, this is not a self-insurance pool. Actually, what you do is pool in your assets where you are a bigger entity, so that when you go and seek insurance quotes, you get a better price,
That's correct.
because you have a bigger
Basically
business.
joining forces.
Right, and so.
And this is something that the legislature had to approve, correct?
That is correct.
Specific statute authorized to allow entities to join together to save money on insurance premiums.
That's right.
So there's more, you
Leverage.
call it a tower, which is talking about the collective, if all the assets come together, then you'll get a better deal with the insurance industry, hopefully. All depends on the market, storms and things of that nature. Right now, it's a several $100,000 saving to the Harrison County.
Also, I believe our coverage is better as well than what we've had.
It is. So you'll see here, for y'all, I did 4 columns. So we've got expiring non-wind resistive, expiring wind resistive, and then this far right column is our Coast Gov Pro terms. So this front page is going to be your main concern, what all of you hear day to day, and then the second page is going to be sublimits, so debris removal, random little odds and ends. But you'll see through this entire thing that the coverage expands greatly compared to our expiring programs.
Have any additional questions? Dan?
No.
We need a motion for order approving Harrison County, Mississippi membership in Coast Gov Pro, Mississippi nonprofit corporation for related purposes. Include the list of documents. You do need to, you need that, Mr. Cuevas, my understanding, is gonna be the designated representative, but you need an alternative in case.
Yes,
So that, we didn't know who that was gonna be.
I would say Robbie, if since he's the day-to-day operations, he's gonna be easier to.
Okay, so do we need to vote on that separate though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one would, for Harrison County to enter into, Coast Gov Pro, I need a motion for that.
Second.
Okay, any other discussion on that? All in favor? Motion carries. Now I need a motion to appoint Dan Cuevas as the Harrison County representative.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, a motion, second discussion, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. And then I need a motion to appoint
I would say the county administrator, just in case.
county administrator as our alternate. Have a motion and a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Order adopting, you want to follow the list, order adopting the bylaws of Coast Gov Pro. Any motion?
Order adopting bylaws of Coast Gov Pro.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And an order adopting the policies and procedures of Coast Gov Pro.
I need a motion to
Motion.
adopt the policies and procedures of Coast Gov Pro.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
An order approving the binding of covers through Coast Gov Pro.
Okay, need a motion to
Motion.
Second.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And an order approving the form of the policy associated with coverage through Coast Gov program.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then an order approving the entry to a memorandum of understanding. That's also part of this, Coast Gov program.
Okay, I need a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then finally, I would just generally say that an order authorizing the county's representative to Coast Gov Pro or its alternative representative to execute any necessary documents after review by the board
By the board
attorney
attorney.
and being spread on the minutes upon execution.
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Y'all
Motion carries.
voted separately, but just so the record is clear, we have one order that combines all of that into one
Right.
action.
Okay.
You have anything else?
That's all from me.
All right. Tim?
That's it.
Angela?
Yep.
Robbie? Ken?
We sure miss you when you're not having meetings, but you get us out of here in no time.
Yeah,
You
that's
got-
right.
You got to stick around a while.
I'm heading north. Robbie?
I'm good.
Sheriff? All right, need a motion to adjourn.
Oh, Cameron, Mr. Quavi's got some signing to do first.
Yeah, well, but we can adjourn then,
Pro
right?
stuff? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can adjourn.
Don't
then.
excuse
Yeah, yeah.
yourself yet. You can,
Yeah.
the board can
Yeah,
adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion second, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
I have copies of all this if y'all want. With you.
You can email it to me.
I was- It was emailed, this was the draft that had been emailed to y'all before.
All right, so you need to sign this one.
Well, let's get Cameron, make sure, Cameron, you tell us, make sure we're percent.
Trying to make this simple, but.
Who you want?
Just one page
You
on
want
the
Dan-
back.
Dan's
One
gonna be
page on
the-
the back.
Dan's gonna be the representative.
Representative.
Yeah.
Be a president, he looks even better on camera.
Yeah, he looks-
They've already
he's
done it.
well.
Yeah.
Man, right there.
Saying that
You gonna have to
you
expand that.
I know you
Yeah, I
know
got it.
that perfectly, but, your account manager has